Here is my recording of my drawing of a room in one-point perspective. We were talking to some students today in our optional meeting, and they convinced me to post it, although the video was kind of made pretty funny because I did it in Photoshop. I'm honestly not comfortable drawing with the mouse in Photoshop. So please forgive me for whatever blippers I would have here. Now, let's watch this video. How do I watch this video? Here we go. So here is me looking for tools in Photoshop, what do I draw with, but basically and I did edit it a lot. So basically the most important part is to connect the both lines. Both lines should be visible within this horizontal line. So if one corner would be higher here, you would have to start wherever this both lines cross the paper, edge of the paper. So this horizontal line connects this slanted lines. It doesn't matter where you put the horizontal line, just as low as you can, where both lines can be connected and still on the page. So now what I'm doing, I figured out how to use the ruler in Photoshop. Hooray! Yes, so it's much easier to do if you just have actual ruler and actual pencil. So divide this horizontal line in even spaces. So let's, for example, looks like maybe I used 1 inch. I have no idea how many inches. It's all in Photoshop. Right, so now you connect every one of these markings, the even markings, with a vanishing point. So here is my vanishing point, and I'm connecting every mark on the floor. Oh, this, by the way, I forgot to tell you why I'm doing this. I am doing this to create checkerboard on the floor. So checkerboard drawing on the floor, you kind of want to divide it in even spaces first and then connect each space with the vanishing point. Now I speeded it up here, kind of, these lines, with the 8 lines. We don't need them on the wall in the back, but we just need them on the floor. So what do we do now? How do we did vertical lines that are all slanted now. So how we do horizontal line? Oh, by the way, I decided I can add lines because they can come also towards you after this horizontal line. You can continue them. See the problem there? The problem is that I don't really have an actual ruler, and I need to take a class with Professor Golem or Professor Mario Bocanegra to teach me how to use rulers in Photoshop. See how these lines, especially here on the left, are slanted. So now I will be painfully fixing them and erasing the wrong line. As you can see, I'm just guessing. I don't really know how to use the ruler in this case in Photoshop. Please forgive me. You guys, if you've been drawing with Photoshop for a while, you probably know how to use it. But I'm sure I will figure it out eventually. Okay, so here I made them a little bit better. So these lines look almost straight. Okay, all right. So second step is to draw a second horizontal line. And the second horizontal line, it's kind of also arbitrary. It's up to you. You're just guessing where you put it. But then after you put this, it's very important to use your ruler correctly and draw a diagonal line that would go from one corner of one square to, just choose one square, it doesn't matter which square, and put a diagonal line from one corner to another. So this diagonal line will be the same for each square in this floor. And we can make tick marks where this line crosses lines that go to the vanishing point. So now each tick mark, through each tick mark, we draw another horizontal line. And as we do it, it looks more and more like floor. Here, all this annoying pop-up signs keep showing up because I'm doing something wrong in Photoshop and I don't know what. But anyway, I know my drawing. So you can see how all the tick marks, they really create illusion of planes receding in space. And you can see the action of diminution really well. So now I really speeded it up because it's, you can just make all this shading on your own. Okay, let me continue this, oops, presentation. Okay, so I just wanted to show this is the so-called diagonal method of constructing receding planes. So diagonal method are very good for creating floors. You can also create it, use it to create a range of windows that diminish in size as they go away from the space. You can use it to create fence and many other things. Very useful method. Now my second video, as you can see here, I already shaded all these lines. So here I will be, I erased my 8 lines, but I kept my vanishing point. Vanishing point keeping is very important. So what I put here on the back is a kind of like, it may be a window. Let's consider it a window. And my goal is now to draw a window on the side of the room. So how do I make sure that this window on the side of the room would be the same height with the window that we see now? So what you can see I'm drawing transfer lines. So if you draw transfer lines on the back wall, continue this line still, oops, that's the wrong line. I told you, I did this kind of video kind of looking funny. So the transfer lines must go all the way to the corner. So you transfer the height and the height of the window, you transfer it to the side walls. And then from the side wall, the line of the height would be going through the vanishing point. And the line of the bottom of the window also would be going through the vanishing point. So you see how it's going, my line going from the vanishing point to this corner where the transfer line meets the corner. And here it was through the vanishing point, through the corner. And that what gave me the height of the window. So I cannot use actual ruler. I'm using here this, instead of the ruler, I'm using pen tool. I have to get some help with how do I use rulers in Photoshop. Maybe there is some better ways. So yes, so this is my 8 lines, and you use this 8 line where it touches the corner, you put your ruler, I put my pen tool instead. See, this line now shows me the top of my window. Now I can make a line of the top of the window, and the vertical line, it's kind of going to be up to you. You decide approximately where the vertical line would be, this side of the window. So it would look approximately the same width. So now we don't need this ruler anymore. And we can erase these marks on this window. So what we get here is the window is exactly the same height and located in exactly the same position, height-wise. That's the window on the back wall. Okay, what else I was doing here? Yeah, so I guess just kind of let me speed it up. I guess I'm just showing that it would be the same on the side, on the other side would be the same. Yeah, I'm just kind of going to speed it up. Okay, what I'm doing here, I'm making the window sill. Window, like side wall, it's also up to you, but this line and this line, they have to be horizontal. These videos, they will be posted so you can see them slower if you like. I just want to make this a little bit speeded up. Yeah. So window height, and let me speed it up some again. And I was making it kind of pretty and drew a flower. And at the end, I just kind of got too much involved with the details. And just as you can see, I also speeded it up, but also just kind of decorations. But the most important thing is how to construct the window so it will be the same height as the other window, how to transfer the lines. This is what's important here. And actually was also important is to draw the door with the open door on the side. And this is what I wanted to show you. Okay, let me switch from this video. Okay, so here, yes, so the marks where the transfer lines cross the corner, you can see, and they cross the corner and connect with the vanishing point. VP is our vanishing point, and that gives us the top and the bottom of the window on the side wall. Okay, so now how do we construct the door? So now again, if it doesn't matter what kind of height of the door, we just draw the door and connect the top with the vanishing point here. The bottom line is already, the line of the room is already going to the vanishing point, so we don't need to draw any additional lines here. So the bottom of the door will be just floor of the room. And to construct the top of the door, we also make a line going to the vanishing point. How do we make this door open? Okay, so first of all, to draw an open door, I would draw, first of all, you need a horizon line, because for this open door, the open door lines do not go to this vanishing point. We need a special vanishing point for the open door. Okay, so I would just first draw it with a very, very light line with gesture. So just kind of guess how the open door would look like. And then whatever line kind of looks to be better to you. So for me, I chose the line of the bottom, this one. And I would just put my ruler and see where this line touches the horizon line. So wherever this line touches the horizon line, I would make it special vanishing point. And as you can see already, this line already I erased it. Oh, actually, I didn't erase it, it was just Photoshop. But I marked the special vanishing point. I made tick marks with my pen tool, brush tool. And now through this special vanishing point, I make a line that goes through the corner of the door frame. So that line gives us the top of the door line. Now you can see it better this way, and now I can make the door darker when I got the correct shape of the door. And now you can try it. And I hope you have fun with this. Here is another suggestion also for this, the wall. Okay, so the wall is here. On the ceiling, I wanted you to draw at least 4 round lights. So round lights, so there's circles if you look straight at them in the store, we're looking at them. But if we see them in the room, they look like ellipses or ovals. So to construct the ellipses, remember we need to put axis lines, horizontal and vertical. So the vertical axis line in perspective, it would not be vertical anymore in perspective here, because it's kind of like flat laying on the such a surface, such as a door, the floor or the ceiling. As you can see, there is diminution happening. So everything, there is no lines that would be, there are horizontal lines, but there is no vertical lines here on this flat horizontal surfaces. So all the lines, like the lines on the door going to vanishing point, the line that would be central line of the lights also is going to the vanishing point. So here is the hint for you. If you draw this line that going through the center of one light, it would be the same line that going through the center of another light, and it goes to the vanishing point, our major vanishing point of this drawing. And then you can also draw the horizontal axis lines. And as you can see here, I made a little mistake. So my light in the back is a little bit too small. So ideally it should have been here. But actually, if you kind of remove these lines, it looks pretty believable. So I guess I tricked your eyes. So you can see it here at the end. That's the room. 1 point perspective. You can, if you're not comfortable drawing in perspective, you can just copy my drawing. If you have done it before, you can go for more challenging subjects. Draw your imaginary room. Have fun.